What it
Hey,
do? What it do? What it do?
what's up? We grilling, baby.
Look at
grilling,
this.
baby?
Look at, hey, the gang is all here.
Oh yeah.
They're like Peaches and Herb.
What's happening, guys?
Reunited.
We're reunited
Like,
at last.
Yes. Well,
It's been
man,
quite
we have some things to
the
talk
weeks.
where are you at, Alia?
about.
I'm at home in Colombia. No,
Okay.
I'm a hostage in a basement.
Yeah. Ollie has been kidnapped by an Amazon representative. He's got her trapped in the warehouse. She's in an Amazon warehouse somewhere in Colombia.
Because
Yeah.
usually my computer is facing either this way towards the window or this way towards the door, but we rearranged the office for easier production, like my actual work. So that's why you get the warehouse vibe. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's no problem. It just makes me and Adam look better. That's all. And Adam needs all the help he can get.
That's right. That's why I'm hiding behind things this week.
Yeah. I got you. Adam looks. Yeah, you're looking sharp tonight. Adam, look like you just got back from an insurance meeting or something there, brother.
I did.
He's always got his life insurances all together and everything, man. I love that, brother. You got your whole life policy all updated, man. You're doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I just scheduled my funeral actually.
Yeah. I love that. A dress rehearsal.
Right.
Dress rehearsal, man. That's good, brother. I love it. Well, all right, man. We're gonna open the show, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you missed us last week. Hope you
I didn't.
Felt like you were missing something, man. It's Tuesday night and man, something's missing here. It was us. Although
Yeah.
Ollie and I did our best to give you a little bit of a cookout.
We actually ate steak too at the same place at the same time.
Oh wow, you actually had steak?
I had a steak. It was the ribeye. So here's confession. First time I've actually ever eaten a ribeye.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said too. I'm like, man, what kind of janky, whack kind of dating life did you have? Yeah.
First, I'm like, this is the first time I've ever been to Longhorns.
Yes.
He's like, have you ever been to Olive Garden? I'm like, no.
Yeah, what kind of buns are you going out with, man? They just
Taco
took
Bell,
the
baby.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like, hey, Ollie, yeah, hey, brother, look, Taco Bell drive-through. That's all you got to do. Get to the KFC, brother. She'll love you forever.
She probably never had Taco Bell either.
I've had Taco Bell for sure since the age of 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. So there you go. I was happy to that I could expose you to the finer things in life.
Longhorns.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I just got to meet Jacob and my niece also.
Yep. Got to know this, and I gave them my chocolate bars, my infamous keto candy. I gave it to her. Actually, I gave one to her son and one to her. I don't know if she ate it or not. Did you eat it, Ollie?
I did. I ate it.
Good,
I was already on the path of destruction by that point.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I would eat that. I figured there was much worse on the horizon, so I might as well give that keto candy away and prepare for the real
disaster.
Hey, but the kid ate it up, man. I don't think he had any idea it was keto candy, and he smashed it. He smashed it.
Oh my god. We're just going off, but I just want to say, like, 2 weeks. So I was gone for a month, and I was 2 weeks in Florida. Or 10 days, whatever, and then 10 days in Chicago. In Florida, I was stepping on my sister's scale every day, and I'd stayed within a couple pounds of what I was when I left here. But I was eating a lot of cheese. The cheese in Colombia sucks so bad, but the cheese in her house, I jumped off the deep end on dairy. All right, I go to Chicago for 10 days, and I don't weigh myself at all. And I'm going to restaurants with my family and all this stuff. I just lost it, right? When I get home, I'm like, how did I gain 15 pounds? in like 10 days.
Yeah.
In like 12 days. This is crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't ribeye. I can
It
tell you
wasn't
that.
the ribeye. It wasn't the
Yeah.
ribeye.
Yeah, I did not get. I did
It
not.
ain't Russ's fault.
That's right.
It
I
is
didn't
Russ's
contribute
fault.
to that. Nope.
And it's
Nope.
Russ's fault. So I'm so
Listen.
happy because I've already lost 4 pounds just being here. And my son, so Russ, if you saw my son, he wouldn't think he was chubby or fat, but I could tell he was chubby. Like he was like getting chubby.
America.
And I'm like, how is this possible? Like, how is this possible?
It's America, the land of the free and the home of the
USA.
Whopper.
The home of the Whopper, USA.
That's right.
I just want to say one thing. So one of the restaurants my uncle loves is this place called Golden Chopsticks in Rockford, Illinois, and it's an all-you-can-eat Chinese food place. So my son is eating all of this, not Chinese food, by the way, like pizza and French fries at the Chinese restaurant, and like all the junk food he could find, right? And then later he's like, it tastes so good, but my stomach hurts so bad.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So I'm glad he got some intuitive eating because we don't eat like that here at all. Anyways, I got story after story.
That's
and
half
you can
the
still
fun.
hear my voice sounds weird, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get better.
Yeah, well, we didn't do our show open. We'll start out there. Okay. Everybody's healthy. Ollie had strep throat.
I had strep and I gained 15 pounds.
Yeah, there you go. And
5 days.
I'm good. Everybody's good. You good, Adam?
I'm good. No heart attacks for me.
Oh,
yes.
I don't have a heart attack. No.
All right. And now the part of the show where all the haters, let's go. All the haters, go ahead and get your comments. Go ahead and sit at the keyboard and get your comments ready.
Oh, yeah. So all I got to say is disaster leading up to Thanksgiving, then Thanksgiving. The end.
Yes.
But I'm back on it.
Okay, we'll start with kettle corn salsa man down there because I'm sure he's a loser this week. I'm sure. What did you have? Like a half a carb or something?
Well,
it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
How many carbs are in a T-bone bone?
That's what I'm saying. There you go. It depends on how much barbecue. Depends on how much barbecue sauce you got on it.
0 for me, brother.
I was just thinking that. I was pretty sure you were gonna be a loser. Right. So all right. So that's cool.
So my Thanksgiving meal was a huge T-bone steak. That was it. And salt and water.
I love that. I love that for you, brother. I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so
it wasn't easy.
Yes. Alio, how bad was it? Now you were,
I was already bad before Thanksgiving, then Thanksgiving hit. But what's funny is I was just telling stories about my son. So when Thanksgiving dinner actually hit, he just ate turkey. He ate turkey and some gravy, and I was really happy. And my daughter ate 3 little balls of mushed. She made little balls of mashed potatoes, 3 little ones like this, and that's all she ate for Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
And I think they had like a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of pie, and that's it. So that was just very interesting. I think they were both sick of all the food that they were eating by Thanksgiving.
Yes, I'm not even gonna talk about it all.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm happy I'm home. My husband's like, what do you want in the fridge? Beef, butter, bacon, eggs, please.
It's only an hour show.
Yeah.
But honestly, I will say this. It was not nearly as bad as it could have been, or not nearly as bad as it was last year this time. It's really amazing how much my life has changed in a year. So I will just say that I ate what you would imagine I ate for Thanksgiving. But I can say this, and this is the first time in my life, I did not have not one sugary drink. I haven't had a sugary drink in at least a month. I can't even remember the last time. I think I had one in October, but I can't remember. I know I did in September. But that was kind of my thing. I'm like, you know what? No sweet teas, no sodas, no juice, no lemonade, nothing. I didn't have a single sugary drink. That's kind of a victory in itself because
you did not have relations with the sugary drink.
Yeah, normally, man, I'd be tipping them back. I mean, that's yeah, normally I'd be knocking them down.
All right.
And and I did have a mountain. I did have a mountain on my plate, but in years past it would have been like 4 mountains. You know what I mean? I'd have had like
Right.
the whole Smokies. Now I just had like, just one thing. So, I had a little bit of everything. And when you put it all together, it was one mountain. And so, and no sugary drinks. So again, it was what it was. Now, the bad part of it is, if you want to call it the bad part, I did string a few bad days in a row. And since I've started in May, I had actually three, not really bad, but off of program days in a row, which I had not done before. I had a little bit Wednesday night. I had a hamburger and some potato chips Wednesday night that was kind of unplanned. Then I had Thanksgiving, and then I had a little bit of KFC and a couple of biscuits and stuff on Friday, but after Thanksgiving. But from Saturday till now, clean as a board of health, back on the program. Yep. But the bad news is I got family coming tomorrow, and they'll be here till Tuesday, so it'll be a little bit of a wild card, but it won't be too bad because I'm at home. I'm in my element here, so I can't get too far off the beaten path in my own house.
Nice. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, so I don't know who wins this week. We'll call it a draw.
I think I win because I don't think you
Yes,
gained
I would say
15
yes.
pounds.
Yeah. I was clean as a board of health. All the way up until Wednesday. And then I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that were Wednesday a little bit, Thursday a lot, and then Friday a little bit, and then good. So
That's nice.
you win. You
There you
win,
go.
Ollie.
I win. But I will say, since I got back Saturday, what is it? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days, I've lost 4 pounds. So that's kind of like, it kind of shows you, like, if you go off, your body's gonna do its thing, and if you go back on and do it correctly, your body's also gonna respond just as fast. So I learned my lesson because I felt like crap. Not only just gaining weight, like shoulder pain, neck pain, stomach pain.
I did not. I haven't had that problem yet. I keep hearing, and I wish. It's part of me wishes I did. I felt like I got hit by a bus after I had some pumpkin pie or something. I probably wouldn't want to do it, but
Right.
I don't feel good. In fact, I feel great. Now I did feel different. I was sleepy, but other than like feeling bad, like aches and pains, absolutely not. I just felt sleepy afterwards, of course, and thirsty, and I drank a lot, and I know I picked up some water, but as far as any other problems, absolutely not. No.
Well, you're lucky then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty lucky.
Yep. Very
I'm a
lucky.
guy. So there you have it. All right. Well, it's good to be back together. I think somebody's at the door.
Uh-oh.
They've been waiting for 2 weeks to get into the cookout.
Hey, Robin.
Hey.
How are you?
We're good.
I'm
Hey.
good. Hey, everybody.
Hello. So nice to
Hey,
see
how's
you. Finally, we're talking.
Grandma.
Yay. Finally. Russ,
Yeah.
what took you so long? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Oh.
Russ.
Listen, can't you see I got problems? Look at me, sis. You know I got problems. You can see I got problems.
And they're not
It's good
Adam
to
and
be here.
Alia.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. That's right.
Yes, we love you to death. We see you out here in these YouTube streets, sis, doing your thing out there. Always.
Trying my best, y'all.
We've talked about this before. I will give the folks a little insight. Robin and I have a keto conversation coming up. For those that follow my channel, I do my keto conversation. So we did a keto conversation the other day. It was a lot of fun, really cool. And you will learn some things about our girl carnivorous grandma that you did not know before. That is for sure. So you gotta watch it, check it out, tune in, and learn some things about my girl Robin. But I said this to her in the thing. I appreciate her energy. Every time I see her, she's just so upbeat and positive, always smiling and happy, great energy. she's kind of a big tent person like me. She has like just an elegance to her, and just I think she's a delight. She's one of my favorites. You guys need to definitely go to her channel, check her out. And I told her she reminds me of Claire Huxtable.
Let me correct you, Russ. She's like you, but better.
You can go ahead. Listen, you can slap him if you want to, sis. Really, no problem. If you want. I don't know what that meant. So, does she shave off her beard or something? I mean, what are you trying to say, Adam?
I try to keep clean shaven for these shows, you know.
There you go.
So listen, for those of that who don't know you, why don't you tell the folks about yourself and a little bit about your carnivore journey?
Yeah. So my name is Robin Heron. My YouTube channel at Carnivorous Grandma. The reason why I'm Carnivorous Grandma is because I'm a mom of 4 grown kids and I have 11 grandchildren.
Wow.
So when I thought about who am I, my persona, Carnivorous Grandma was the thing that resonated the most with me, because everybody calls me Grandma. Everybody calls me Grandma because, you know, of course, when you got little kids and stuff, you want them to call the person what you want them to call them. So everybody calls me Grandma Robin. So that's who I am. I started my carnivore journey in February. Prior to that, I have done a million diets. I've gained and lost so much weight over the years. It's just really ridiculous. I started dieting when I was 11.
Oh, wow.
And since then, I have done various diets, trying to keep my weight under 200 pounds. So I wouldn't let myself go at 199. I'm like, okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. And so I would always go on a diet. So I've done many, many diets over the years. And I watched Dr. Berry, like many of us have. And he went from keto to carnivore. And I had heard about carnivore. You know, I saw Kelly Hogan and a variety of other people out there that were doing it, a small number of people that were doing it. So I was interested in it, but it sounded dangerous and crazy at the time. You know, of course, we hear that eating fatty red meat, you know, meat fat will kill you. And especially fatty red meat is definitely is going to give you a heart attack, you know. So I was taking that kind of with a grain of salt, that you could actually live on a carnivore diet. But then I watched Dr. Berry, who went from keto to carnivore, and I was like, oh, so he didn't die. He's doing really good, actually. He's doing really good. So so in February 22nd, I decided that I would go ahead and try it. I was on I was doing keto, and I was finding it very difficult for me to sustain myself on keto because of the cravings. And so, you know, I had eaten some corn a couple of summers ago and was never able to recover from that corn.
Whoops.
You know, so February, I decided to try it.
Wasn't kettle corn by chance?
No, not kettle corn. It was like corn, you know, sweet corn. Here in the Midwest, we have delicious sweet corn, right? And I was like, oh, I deserve this. You know, I've been doing good on keto, and I had been on keto for many years off and on, you know, struggling to try to sustain myself on it because of the cravings.
But it was junk keto though, right? It wasn't whole food keto.
Right.
You know, it was the keto cookies and muffins and pizzas and you know,
I was recreating. I'm a cook in the kitchen. I love to cook. And it's one of the things that's very therapeutic for me to go in the kitchen and just cook up a bunch of stuff. So I was doing all of the keto things. I was recreating everything that I had before. I was using the almond flour, and I was buying all the keto treats, and, you know, they would make a keto cake, and I would be like, you know what, I can make a better keto cake than this. And I would just make it myself, you know, that kind of thing. So, but I was doing all of the keto treats and stuff, and Atkins bars. all that kind of a thing. So candy bars, the keto candy, all of that stuff. So
I know what you mean. Like, I can make a better keto cake than that. Where's my sugar? Let me get the sugar out.
I've been off sugar for a long time, years.
Yeah.
I've been off sugar since I started keto probably 10 years ago. And since then I have been on sugar-free sweeteners, right?
Yeah.
So I recently gave those up. So it's probably been maybe a couple of months since I've given up sweeteners. And I think that was the hardest. That was harder than giving up carbs, actually. It was emotionally taxing on me to give up the sweet taste. And I still think I'm going through that still. I still feel kind of like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to do this forever. But I haven't had anything for months. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. I love that. Good for you. No, I totally understand. And everybody's different. For me, that's not it. I will walk right past the chocolate cake and jump head first into the mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't care. You can have all the cake and ice cream you want. Give me the meatloaf. Give me the macaroni and cheese. Give me the beans and rice. Yeah, that's more my thing.
I like all that stuff too, actually. I do love the savory foods as well. I like all food. I love to eat. I'm a big eater, have always been a big eater all of my life. And that's what I love about carnivore is I can eat till I'm full and happy. And I'm not going to gain weight. It's amazing.
Yep. I'm right there with you.
Down for the get down.
Yeah.
Robin, I have a question. Do you think that's like a Midwest thing, just to like eat and love your food? Like, I'm from Chicago, and on my vacation, I gained 15 pounds in Chicago in like 10 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably that plus Thanksgiving at my sister's house. But I wonder if that's just part of our culture in the Midwest.
I do feel like that. I moved out to the East Coast for a few years.
Yeah.
And what I saw out there was a lot less very heavy people than what I see here in the Midwest. We love to eat.
Oh yeah, they love to eat
We love it over here.
Yeah, the Midwest and the South, man. Yeah, the Midwest and the South, man. There's no doubt we are. Yeah, we get down. There's about that. I mean, it's the Midwest is like meat and potatoes people.
Oh yeah.
That's the road there. And down south it is too, but there's a lot of gravy, a lot of fried everything.
Everything's
So it's the same. Yeah, when you get out west is when they're eating sushi and kale chips and just like that. Yeah. Down here,
the Midwest. I mean, the East Coast. Everybody was. Yeah. I was taken aback by how thin everybody. They probably weren't as thin as the people on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, everybody was pretty thin. I didn't see very many very healthy people.
Well, the culture of the East Coast, I mean, depending on where you were, is they do a lot more walking, public transportation and things like that. I mean, I lived in Silver Spring, Maryland for a little while out that way, and I've been all over the East Coast, and there's a lot of people don't have cars. I mean, they walk to the bus stop, they walk to the subway, there's definitely a lot of that. And also, it seems like there's more of a mix of cultures out on the East Coast, so it's a lot of different types of food, Chinese or ethnic kind of food, a little more so than in the Midwest and the South. So, I see my girl, what's up there, Rhonda? I see my girl Rhonda out there. I see you, sis. Yes, sushi. Yeah. Hey, where I'm from, they call that bait.
Yeah. I love sushi. So good. Bait. I've been eating the real, sashimi since I've been on carnivore. So when I go to the sushi restaurant, instead of ordering the sushi rolls, I'll eat the actual sashimi, and it's pretty good. I really like it.
Yeah, sashimi. That sounds like something you catch on your feet. It's like, my sashimi is messed. I got to take my medicine, man. My sashimi is killing me. Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds like a fungus you get between your toes. My sashimi. I got to get the
my daughter 5 years old. She loves sushi.
Good. I do love it. Yeah.
To-
I like
to
the
eat
rolls,
with-
but no rice for me. I did recreate those as well with cauliflower rice, and they're very delicious, but now I'm not eating cauliflower either. So just have to go with crawfish.
I love that. Now tell us about grandma's house when everybody comes over to grandma's house to eat. What are you whacking them in the head with meat sticks, or what are you doing over
Lord,
there?
you know, nobody in my family is a carnivore except for, well, me and my daughter who recently started carnivore. She's about 18 days in now. So, we have all the normal things when they come to my house. Like I had a movie night with my grandkids over the weekend. We had tacos. You know, one of my granddaughters had a quesadilla on a regular shell stuff. So we usually have the typical things at my house. I do try to give them more meat though, especially my baby. So my youngest granddaughter just turned 1 and she's very, very small. Like if you saw her, you would think she was probably 6 months old. She's so tiny. So I'm like, give that baby some beef. We're going to get her little pieces of beef and just pick it apart and give it to her. And she loves it. They also know about the purse bacon. And they love that purse bacon, the ones of them that eat pork. And so, they know that I'm a meat eater and that they can have as much meat as they want at my house.
I ain't seen a baby yet that won't get down on a chicken wing bone.
Oh, yeah. I think I was the first person to give her a chicken bone.
Yeah.
And I was like, give that baby some meat.
Yeah, they will gnaw on that bone, man. They will gnaw on that bone. I think it's very interesting. I've always found it interesting to talk about how, if you give a kid some vegetables, they don't want them. They'll spit it out. Try to feed a baby. But you give them a chicken bone, they take a look at it, and it's like intuitively they know. They just jam it in their grill, man. They just gnaw and slobber all over it. So, yeah.
They know exactly what to do with it. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome. So the parents don't have a problem with that. There's never any friction in the family. Like, don't you be feeding my baby all that meat? It's not.
No, they don't have a problem with it. My youngest daughter does not do pork. So I don't give her kids any bacon, which is very sad because I think they would absolutely love it. But the rest of the kids love pork and love the bacon, purse bacon. As a matter of fact, my middle daughter's daughter came over a couple of weeks ago and I was cooking steaks for my husband and myself. And she wanted to come back the next day so she could have another steak.
All right, so you got some greedy kids is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, they like to eat. They're from the Midwest. They like to eat and get full and be happy.
Have you ever you carry where do you carry the purse bacon? You carry that all over the place with you? You just got it all the time? So do you have any problem with stray dogs?
Yeah,
stray dogs? Never had any problems with that.
I put the purse bacon in my purse if I'm going someplace where I think I'm going to be a long time and I might get hungry. If I'm traveling, I'll put it in there. Like we were the time that we had the purse bacon with my grandkids, we were on our way to a wedding. We were driving and I just had a whole bunch of bacon in a baggie and then passed it around in the car as we were driving to the wedding.
That's awesome.
So yeah. I keep it when I want to be prepared. That's my motto, I think, is to be prepared just in case there's going to be eating and there won't be anything there that I can eat. So have something in my purse that I can snack on.
Yeah. No, I love that. That is awesome. But, if anybody has any questions, I don't know if there's any questions in the.
I haven't seen any questions.
In the chart. Well, that's cool. Hey, I see Christina in the building there. My God, sis, I haven't seen you or talked to you in 100 years. Glad to know you're all right. She is in Australia.
Wow.
Nice.
Hi, Christina.
Yes, good to see her. Okay. Rhonda, go ahead, Ollie.
Oh, congrats on converting your daughter to carnivore. Robin, I bet you will eventually convert your whole family. I hope so.
Yeah, she's trying to see, because my daughter has bipolar. And so she's really trying to see if this will help her mental state. I mean, and we've heard some great stories about bipolar and carnivore in particular. So 17, I told her that 17 days is probably not enough yet.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like when I talk to her that she's feeling a little bit better, but she's not saying she's feeling better. So I'm like, just in 30 days, you'll probably be able to tell that you feel better, you know?
Yeah.
So
it may take longer than that too, but yeah, if she just stays the course, man, I bet that's going to be huge for her.
Yes. Amazing. It's going to be amazing for her. I'm so excited that she decided to try it. And I'm talking to people in my family. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate those prayers. Yes, I'm talking to everybody in my family who will listen to me about it. And I just want to make sure like people understand that this is a viable option for them, you know? And it's something they could choose. Maybe they don't want to go all the way to carnivore. I know that it is extreme, but they could do a proper human diet and you know, be in the spectrum of a proper human diet. And I think that would be great. It would be beneficial for them to do that. So my focus is trying to get that word out that there's another viable option, and that of course the processed foods, all of the things in the middle of the grocery store is not really food for human beings. So that's what I'm trying to get the message out about.
Absolutely. You know, I always tell people, get to ketosis. That is what it's about. You might be able to do that at 20 carbs, 30 carbs. Some people can do it at 50 or more carbs. But when you're in ketosis, your body is in its optimum state. Your body is in its natural state. It's when you're at your peak, and when your brain is running on ketones as opposed to glucose, it just operates differently. And so that's something I try to, explain to people what ketosis is and how, your brain, your heart, operate much, much more efficiently on ketones than they do on glucose or anything else. And once you get there, you can see what differences it makes in your life. So I love that. We'll tell the folks where they can find you, and tell them what they can expect to find when they come and visit Carnivorous Grandma.
So I'm on YouTube, Robin Heron at Carnivorous Grandma. And on my channel, the things that I do a lot of what I eat in a day type of videos. I do some walk and talk, probably going to be more like sit and talk because it's cold outside and we got snow. And just chat about different topics. I do a lot of interviews. I have my shows are called Carnivorous Grandma Speaks and Carnivorous Grandma Speaks Women of Wisdom series. So I like to talk to ladies. I love to talk with women with kids to see how are they bringing up their kids. Yeah, Alia, I got to get you over there.
We will. I'm getting back to normal now.
Yes. So, and then one of the main important things that I'm trying to do is talk with the doctors, because particularly us and me in my community, the African-American community, sorry to bring it up, but we trust what the doctor has to say, and our doctors don't know necessarily a lot about nutrition. Let me put it that way. So the doctors that are here on YouTube that are talking about this, like Dr. Chafee, Dr. Berry, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Hampton, Dr. Wiedemann, are all people that I want to talk to and bring those voices on my channel to speak to the people who are resonating with my message, right? So that's one of the key things that I've been doing. So I've talked to Dr. Berry and Nisha. I've talked to Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Tony, and Dr. Wiedemann is coming in January. So I'm very excited about that, So that's really one of the main things that I'm trying to do.
Yeah, the doctor The doctor last name started with an H. What was that?
Dr. Tony Hampton from Chicago. You know him.
Oh,
He's one of your best buddies.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
never heard of him. Doesn't sound like a guy.
He never heard of you either, but you know.
Well, that.
So I'm also on TikTok, and also I do have an Instagram, and I do post my videos up on Instagram, and they port over to Facebook. So, you know, I'm kind of all over trying to get this message out here and talk this message of great health, you know, and healing.
Out there doing that work, and you have a show on Monday nights, don't you?
I do. It's called the Meeting Mondays with the Fierce Felines. And that is with G from Hanging with the Browns, Rhonda at Carnivore Leo, Rebecca at Carnivore Family, and Laura at Eat to Your Health with Carnivore. And it's a really awesome show that we have Monday nights at 7:00 p.m. Eastern. And I'm just loving hanging out with those ladies, getting to know them better. And we have some really, really great topics. This, the one we did yesterday, we showed our before and afters. So our, you know, our bigger photos and then our how we are today. So that was really, really cool to see, you know, the benefits that we're reaping and health benefits that we're reaping and weight loss. You know, though I don't consider weight loss my primary goal with my carnivore way of eating, it's great. The weight loss is a great benefit also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I love that. Well, I love that. I've seen the show. You guys definitely want to go check it out. And you know, I really love you because we don't have a lot of folks from that state north of Ohio with the den of Wolverine. We don't have a lot of those,
what do you mean?
We don't have
oh
those
man
people on our we don't have those kind of people on our what's that, a Detroit Lions?
Detroit Lions.
Tigers. I mean, I said Tigers. Is that a Tigers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Lions. That's the football team. Yes. Well, you know, we don't have a lot of those folks on the show, but we made an exception for you.
Thank you so much.
And like I said, folks, you got to go check her out. If you want to just see a nice, uplifting, always a great spirit, great attitude out in the streets doing this work, go see Carnivorous Grandma.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thanks for
Appreciate
stopping
you
by,
guys
Robin.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely
Good night,
appreciate it.
guys.
Good
I'll go watch
night.
the show from my bed.
Oh, you're so sweet. Get some sleep.
We'll see you later, Robin.
Bye, Robin. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, she is the best.
Yep. That's
Oh,
awesome.
she's such a sweetie.
I don't. Yeah, and you know, I don't want to talk about Ohio football right now. The state of Ohio football is just.
I heard they had some trouble this past Saturday.
Well, you had to see it coming. If you weren't watching the team, if you thought that we were going to go up there and handle that, our quarterback is not very good.
Somebody was saying that Ryan Day gets paid $9.5 million.
Yeah,
not to win games, but to beat Michigan and win playoff games.
Maurice Claret, actually. Yes, Maurice Claret made a post that he needed to be fired. Yeah, pay him $9 million to beat Michigan. And that's it.
Right.
So, yeah.
All I know about football is Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift. That's all I know about football.
That's all I care about now. My Bengals and my Buckeyes are done, and my Bengals aren't much better. So,
right.
Yeah, I'll be doing something on Sundays besides watching football probably for a little while.
Yep.
So, anyway, all right. Yeah.
Somebody's at the door.
Cookout.
Who's there?
It's
Lori.
I wasn't sure. Can y'all hear me, first of all?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't know whether I just joined and went and waited backstage, and I didn't know am I supposed to ring a doorbell or something? I wasn't
Nope,
sure.
nope, you're all good.
I can see Lori watches the show.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, I know the ringing doorbell means your guest is coming on, but then, I didn't want to just say, I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to listen to Carnivorous Grandma, and she's a great
Yes.
lady. So that was
I'm teasing you,
Yeah.
Lori. Well, it's nice to meet you officially. You have you're a
thank
friend
you.
of the channel, and I've seen
Yeah.
you making some comments and things on my
Uh-oh,
channel.
Oh,
got
and
a
I've
shirt
got my
on.
yeah,
You got
Awesome.
the Cookout shirt. I love that. I love it.
yeah,
Love it.
Well,
yeah.
that's wonderful.
I
Well,
love it
it's good to-
too.
Oh, I got it also. We're
Holy
shirt twins for the evening.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this is a very comfortable shirt too. I really, it just feels nice, soft material. So yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
was a great.
we aim to please. We give you your money's worth.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Well, Lori, why don't you tell the people where you're from and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I live in Northern California. I live in just north of San Jose, and I live with my two cats. And I was actually Midwestern born and raised. I was born in Evanston, Illinois. And yeah. Oh, I'll be darned. I was born at St. Francis Medical Center.
Me too.
Oh, oh my word! Oh, that is wild. And my
Me and
father-
Adam, we're just gonna leave now. You guys.
Oh,
See you guys
man.
next week.
And my father was a salesman, and so his job took him around different territories in the Midwest. So I lived in several other states. And then when my father died, my mother decided to move back to upstate New York where her family was. So that's where I finished high school and went to college and grad school. My mother died when I was 18. My father had died 2 years before that when I was 16. So by the time I was in college, I was pretty much on my own. And so I got after I finished college and grad school, then I I got a job in upstate New York, and then I got another job that brought me out here. So that's a job was what brought me out here. So, oh, hi, Rhonda. Hello. Oh yeah, we got a neighbor.
Me too.
So I've had a quite a wild ride from horrid eating to carnivore. I always loved meat ever since I was a tot, but unfortunately I also love carbohydrates and I love sugar, and it didn't hurt me too much when I was a small child because I was very thin and energetic, and I could ride a two-wheel bike faster than any girl in the neighborhood. And so I used to ride with the boys because the girls couldn't keep up with me on our bicycles. But when I hit adolescence, that's when everything changed, and I started putting on weight. And there were some difficult family things going on, and my father was starting to have heart trouble, and I didn't know how to process all of this. And I think I started to recognize that food was starting to be a comfort for me, and that started a bad history of yo-yo dieting, 10 pounds on, 10 pounds off, then 10 pounds back on, plus another 5, and on it went for 4 decades until I was
Wow.
actually overweight, and my blood pressure shot up, and having all that extra weight on me when I had been so slender before was a real hit on my self-esteem. And then when one of my brothers died, we lost him to suicide, and I just it was so hard for me to process all of this emotionally. So it was just like eating just seemed to be the one thing in my life that wasn't a hassle. It was the one thing that just was okay. But of course, for my body, it was not okay. Definitely not. And so this just went on and on. And what I didn't realize was, even though I was starting to feel sick to my stomach a lot, my digestive system was going it was being destroyed, systematically destroyed. And then 4 years ago, finally my colon was in such horrid shape that I had to have a complete colectomy.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And I had to wear a colectomy bag, which I do now. And that was pretty devastating in one respect, but in another respect, it almost gave me an opportunity to really, look for ways to regain my health, which I wanted to do. I knew I couldn't go on the way I was. And I first heard about keto shortly after the surgery. And, my understanding was that it was a way of eating in which, there was a pretty serious reduction in carbohydrates. But you still had a variety of foods. But when they said reduce carbohydrates, I thought, I can't do that. I'm the queen of carbohydrates. See my crown? It's soldered on my head. It'll never come off. And, I just couldn't imagine, not eating tons and tons of cookies and bread and potato chips. And I remember hearing a conversation where somebody said, I had a chicken pot pie. She was practicing keto. I had a chicken pot pie, but I didn't eat the crust. And I thought, but the crust is the best part. How could you eat a chicken pot pie without a crust?
Yeah.
And but I knew I had to do something. I really did because it just I had a chance, even though this operation was pretty extreme. I had a chance to make some improvements to my health. And then I heard, I don't know if you've all heard of Dr. Robert Lustig, but he works with adolescents who have trouble with fatty liver, and a lot of them are pre-diabetic. And these are kids like 9 and 10 years old. And he talked about the, really harmful things that sugar does to your body. And I'm listening to this and thinking, this was probably the slap on the side of the head I needed as far as sugar. And so I managed to really get rid of the absolutely horrid things like the Oreo cookies and stuff, but I still didn't give it up all the way. And then I heard about intermittent fasting, which was, an eating window of maybe 6 or so hours. And then you didn't eat anything for another 12 to 18 hours after that. And I thought, well, that's going to be really tough, but people are saying really good things about it. So I thought I'll try it one day. And if it doesn't work, I won't do it tomorrow. So I tried it and somehow gutted it through, and then tried it the next day, and just one day at a time. So I have been doing that method of eating ever since.
Wow.
And
now just a second, Lori. When did this all start? When did you have your surgery and get the colostomy bag?
about 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how soon after that did you get into the keto life? Was it right away, or were you still eating standard American diet for a while, even after that, or how did that work?
Probably a little bit less than a year after the surgery, I really, started to move away from the standard American diet. But my transition away from carbs and sugar was gradual. It didn't happen overnight. But then I saw a video from Dr. Ken Berry, and that is where carnivore and I made the intersection. And he talked about the proper human diet, and he wasn't talking about, balanced diet, eat your greens, et cetera, et cetera. He was talking about the health aspects of meat, steak, beef. And it was amazing to me to watch this because he was talking about all the nutrients that meat had in it. And I was sitting there thunderstruck, literally thunderstruck. And it was as if something just freed me, like a ball and chain had been cut from my ankle. That's how profound this was.
Yeah.
And I thought, I had it right all along. There wasn't anything wrong with me for loving meat. It was okay for me not to feel comfortable when people talk badly about meat and meatless Mondays and all that stuff. I was on the right track all that time. It's just that I let carbohydrates take center stage in my diet.
Yeah.
And finally, after decades, I finally broke free of that and tore off my carbohydrate queen crown, and it is gone now. And meat is the star of the show, and I have never looked back. I'm all in for good.
Well, you Well, you have to be a little depressed. You're not royalty anymore. How is that?
I know. It's terrible being kicked out of royalty. It really is.
Well, now she's
But
ribeye royalty.
yeah, yeah, that's a much better royal family to be in, I'll tell you.
I
But
agree.
I'm so grateful to everybody, and for a long time I just kind of lurked in the shadows. I was afraid. And then Aaliyah, you were the one that said, I'm looking for people to collaborate with. And I thought, I've got to say yes. No. Why are you not? Come on, you got to step out sometime. So I told Aaliyah I would be happy to collaborate with her. So we're
Yay,
trying to
we'll still
schedule
do
this.
that.
Yeah. Oh,
I've
yeah.
just been missing for a month.
That's all
Well,
right. And then,
listen, I've got news for you, Lori. We're
Mhm.
all afraid. We're all just scared to death out here. So,
That's well,
you're
I
not,
think
you're
I
not
think
alone.
we are in many ways we all are, that we just manifest that fear in different ways. And on Dr. Barry's private community, Adam had posted a message, if you would like to be interviewed, I'd be glad to. And I thought, once again, I was afraid, and I thought, okay, just respond, just say yes, just don't even think about it, just do it. And so Adam, he was the first one that helped me break the ice, and I'm very grateful. And
Yay.
I was
I'm
scared
thankful
to
that
death.
you did, Lori. I'm so thankful that you did. That was a great conversation that we had, and the interview's on my channel if everybody wants to go watch it. And she posted a video on her new channel as well. You have to go watch that as well. But I just want to say that Lori is she's very well spoken. So she's a writer, and the content that she's going to have coming forward, I think, is going to be really great. So
Oh,
definitely go
thank you.
sub to her channel for sure.
Yes,
Really great
Oh,
lady.
thanks a lot.
we have something in common, Lori, because I was also Adam put me on first. Adam is the first person to put me on the internet too. And
Wow,
Wow.
yeah,
that's
Adam.
cool.
man, is he paying
Yeah.
the price for it? I mean,
And Lori's video is the first one that beat your video in the number of views on my channel.
Oh my God.
hey,
I'll be doggone. Yeah.
that
You
is
know,
an honor to get beat by the queen. It's not
well, when I was ready up, when I uploaded the video for my channel, I remember now, okay, now I gotta authorize publishing this thing. Okay, now are you gonna press that publish button, or are you gonna chicken out? And I thought, I almost closed my eyes. Yeah, okay, it's going live in 30 minutes. But yeah, and maybe everybody has gone through this when they've done their very first video, but it's like
Sure.
I was a lurker for a long time, and now I'm in everybody's face.
Some of us aren't smart enough to be afraid. We're just when you're as much of an idiot as I am, you ain't afraid of anything. That's part of the problem.
Russ, believe me, you are not an idiot. Your channel,
Oh, yes, I am.
always puts a smile on my face. It always does.
Aw.
All
I'm
you
funny
guys,
looking. I'm funny
that's
looking.
why
That's what it is.
yeah, that's why I love this cookout. I mean, everybody, they laugh and they share stories, and you guys are such gracious hosts to your guests, and so it's just I was thrilled to death to get an invitation to guest here today. So thank you so much.
We're thrilled to have you. But listen, you gotta, I call it singing your song. You gotta sing your song with your style,
yeah.
your voice. If God wanted everybody to sound like Dr. Barry, we'd all be country as a cornfield falling off the back of truck.
Oh, that's too much.
Playing the banjo and all that stuff. So, you know, you're gonna reach people with your song in your style and your voice that I can't reach. Mostly the literate people. You're gonna everybody on your channel is gonna be able to read and write. I can't say that. I got guys like Carnivore Kit watching my channel.
Maybe not anymore.
Well,
man, shout out to Kip. He's in the room. I see you, brother.
Yeah. Hi, Carnival Kip. But I think one of the things that has truly been amazing to me is that there's so many people who have put their stories out on YouTube, and the stories are so compelling. We've had people who have gone through just tremendous obstacles and setbacks and tragedies, and yet, Dr. Berryfinger, and yet they thrive. They thrive. They push through, and that is very, very inspiring.
Yeah, no, listen, it's
Mhm.
very true. It helped me a lot to see other people doing it. You hear the doctors and stuff like that, and that's important. But it was, at least for me, for some people, the doctor's all they need, that's or whatever. Everybody's a little different. But I wanted to see real people talking about their real lives. I wanted to see people who
Absolutely,
have been doing it for a long time. I wanted to see longevity. I don't want to hear it from somebody who
absolutely.
just did it a month ago. I want to talk to somebody that, has done it for 15 years or 20 years. I mean, I want to, everybody has what they need or what makes them, feel like it's okay to do it, so
Yeah.
that's what's
Oh,
important.
sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And everybody's story is unique. There are common elements, there are common threads, but everybody has just a touch of uniqueness to their story that just makes their story special.
yeah,
And I've been really just so gratified to see what a strong community this is. And it has to be a
yeah,
strong community because we're
mhm,
swimming upstream. We really are.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a wonderful community. I can tell you that, except for the person that I banned from my channel last week. Uh, you know,
Oh, okay.
Was that
yeah,
me?
Dr. Hampton?
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's funny because I did ban somebody. I made a video about it, and Dr. Hamkin made a post. So he was like, I thought for sure I was going to be the first person banned. I wrote him, I I wrote him back. I said, "You're exactly right. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to reinstate him and ban you."
There you go.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
there's
man.
always somebody that's got something to say, and you can't let that stuff get to you. But I do delete the comments and finally ban the
Yeah,
person because
yeah,
everybody's, some people just live to complain about things, but you can't worry about that kind of stuff. You got to
yeah.
keep moving. But it's a wonderful community, and we're bound, in my opinion, just my opinion. I say it all the time. Most people, most of the people that I've met,
Mhm.
have come to this life through some type of pain, some
Yes,
type of sickness or disease or suffering
absolutely.
or something. There's a few people that I've met that just wanted to get better or be healthier, but most have really come through something. And so when you get a group of people who have been through something and then
Right.
they get out and get to the other side, they just have a joy and they just
Yes.
have a sense of community that they've all been through a struggle together, and that's what makes a community so wonderful. That's why people generally are so happy because we've got joy in our hearts that we have made a breakthrough and found something that's going to better our lives. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's a big
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because, I thought about I've been on lots of different diets and I bought into all the misinformation we've been fed for years and years and years about, calories in, calories out, don't skip meals, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, in looking back, in hearing what people had to say about, this way of eating, it's like they say this is, the right thing for me to do. And I agree with that completely, but I take it one step further. This was the only thing for me to do. Only
Mhm.
thing that worked for me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Same,
I
same
love
here.
that. I love that. So your channel is pretty new. You just got how many videos you have up?
One, but
Hey,
Yay!
there you
I've
go.
got, I actually have a little notebook that I'm keeping. I've got 9 more planned already. So,
Oh,
I
wow.
love that. I love
Awesome.
that. Listen, you'll be prolific. You'll be burning up those internet airwaves there before you know it. And I want everybody to go out there, subscribe. I'm certainly going to subscribe. I
thank
appreciate
you.
your energy in the space. You're always sweet, nice. Like I said, comments and liking videos and things like that. That's wonderful. I appreciate that. So you give us love, we're going to give you some back. That's how
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks so much.
that's how it works. So I want everybody to go to Carnivore Cheer, like, subscribe, check out her video. There's more to come. Her story online is just being written. It's just chapter 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of a lot of
It's the
chapters.
forward. It's the forward.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right. That's the,
Yeah,
I
who
love
was
that
it?
preface.
Was it Intentional Carnivore? I think that has a push forward. He has some.
I mean, to keep moving forward, I think he says, or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So we want to listen. We want to thank you for coming by. We want to thank you for sharing
thank
your
you.
story. We want to thank you for all the support that you give to us on our channels.
Absolutely.
And we're so glad that you found this community and found this way of living, and that you're having, just better success and better life overall. You're very sweet, and we
Well,
look
thank
forward
you.
to seeing you again after we, you'll have your 90th or 100th video out there.
Oh man, well thank you so much. And I'm gonna talk a lot about all of my fellow content creators, and you all are gonna be mentioned at one point or another. So
Thank you. You're so
Thank
sweet.
you. Well, we appreciate you, sis. Thank you for coming by. And
oh,
we
you're
Thank you,
welcome.
Lori.
Thank you. It was
Thank
great.
you.
I had a riot doing this. So
Oh,
thank you.
awesome.
you can hit us one time on the way out. Was we grilling, baby?
We're grilling. Oh, absolutely. And it's been great grilling with you.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you later.
Thanks,
Okay.
Lori.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Thanks
Much
so
love.
much.
Oh, she's awesome.
All right.
You're so sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. What a sweetheart, man. We had 2 sweethearts on the show. It's not even February, man. I feel like we,
close
Yeah.
enough.
Where
Yeah.
am I? Where I feel like I need to give out some keto chocolates to all the sweethearts we have.
Do you know who's also a sweetheart, Adam, that you wouldn't guess, that you wouldn't know until you met this person in person?
Who?
Russ. Russ is a total sweetheart.
Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus. Here we go.
Yeah. Right. But I felt that way about Dr. Hampton too. He has a presence to himself where now I know Russ is probably, he's not going to like this, but Dr.
he's got a
Hampton is
presence,
very
all
he just has this aura about him where he's very upbeat and kind and professional. And I feel like he's just like several notches above where I'm at for sure. He's definitely a high class individual. He's a really great guy.
Russ.
The man threatened me.
Russ, Paul Hill says you're a teddy bear.
But then, no, I'm not. I don't know what all is talking about. I'm mean as a junkyard dog. You can ask the person I banned from my channel. They will tell you.
Okay, so listen, I have some news that I have to tell everybody because this is super exciting. So I've been waiting for Sean Baker to make his second debut on Joe Rogan, and he did yesterday, I think, and then it went live today, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Yeah.
And our boy Todd Bachnis and Limitless Lindy were both featured on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Wow, that's
not
awesome.
featured, but they were shown, when they searched on the internet and stuff, they showed their pictures.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my gosh, it was so incredible.
Yeah, it's
that's
awesome.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
Did you ban Carnivore?
No, sir. No, sir. That's my dude right there. No shot.
We love Kip.
Yeah.
Kip was my first supporter. Kip was my first supporter and launched me into stardom on YouTube.
Yeah. There you go. So we have Kip to blame for that.
Right?
Yeah, no, that is fun. No, that's awesome, man. Listen, hey, when you're out here doing this work, you never know who you'll meet. You'll never know how to go. That's why you got to just get out and sing your song. You got to get out and tell your story, and you never know who's going to be listening, who's going to be watching, who's going to be interested, and you never know what people are going through, man. You never know what they're going through in their personal lives. So you tell your story, and somebody will hear it and say, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
so it's it's just a testament to what can happen. But that's wonderful. I have to reach out to my man and give him a shout out.
I asked that he remember us little folks.
Yeah, right.
Now that he's world famous, so
Who you calling little? They're little compared to who?
What are you drinking, Alia?
Oh, I'm just drinking. There's nothing left in here. It's air. I'm drinking
You're sucking air.
This is my beautiful bottle from Johnny F. It says Alia Wells Dairy, established 1983. I do love dairy. I need to stay with it. And it says Mo Butter. Mo Butter. Life's better with Mo Butter. Thank you, Johnny. It's so cute. You can go check out his website. I'm so sorry I don't have it off the top of my head. There you go.
There you
Get
go.
your tumblers. Get your tumblers. Fill it up with water. There you go.
Yes, hydration is essential.
I got to go pee, so we got to end soon because I was drinking all my water.
Well, I have an announcement also. Dr. Baker interviewed me earlier this month, and his video with me just went live 3 or 4 days ago, something like that.
Great.
So, yeah, there was quite a few people commenting on there that had never heard my story. So I guess I should probably say it a little bit more often than what I do.
You should say your story often.
Yeah, he was born the son of a sharecropper.
Right. Right.
And you have brain damage. You got hit by
yeah.
Final. What are those scary movies? They're like, you told me your story, and I was like, that sounds like that movie, Final Destination, 3 or something. That's literally what happened to you.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely remember that. Even right this very second, I can see everything exploding behind me. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. But yeah. So, anyways, so what do you guys got going on?
Yeah, who's plugging?
I'm gonna make some videos soon. Not sure when, but I'm getting back into the groove of my whole life in general because it's been out the window for a month. But I'm so happy to be home in my Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
Storage unit.
I know what you mean by glad to be home. I'm with you on that.
Glad to be home. I'm happy I'm at rest. I'm not happy I didn't get to meet Adam, but that's what strep throat does.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Consider it a blessing, I guess.
You're happy to meet me. You're gonna say, if you're happy to meet me, you need a better life. You need to set your standards a little higher. Meeting me brings you joy.
Right.
Well, I have got Keto Conversation with Carnivorous Grandma coming up here over the next week or 10 days. I've got a cooking video. Shout out to my man Graham, Carnivore Transformer brother. Your oxtail video is in the can. So
Nice.
we'll be doing that. I'll probably be doing a walk and talk. See who else I can make mad at me. And that's about the size of it. I need Carter. Listen, the Reverend is going to make an appearance if he can get a cooperation from his photographer. We'll get the Reverend. The Reverend will make an appearance here soon.
All right.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Nice.
I got going on over the next couple of weeks with me.
Very cool. Well, we definitely thank everybody for stopping by and spending time with us. We appreciate you. We love you very much, and we can't wait until next week.
We will be here.
Yep.
We grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.
Baby.